Everywhere is now our own neighborhood. We know what it's like to go on safari in Kenya, or to have an audience with the Pope, to order a cognac in a Paris cafe. But not only is the world getting smaller, it's becoming more available and more familiar to our minds and to our emotions. The world is now a global village. A global village.
The Gutenberg press was invented by Johannes Gutenberg in the middle of the 15th century. It allowed information to be spread more easily, more readily, and best of all, less costly. The press could make about 240 prints per hour, much more efficient than word of mouth. Next we have the invention of Morse code, invented for the electrical telegraph by three people, Samuel Morse, Joseph Henry, and Alfred Vail. Morse code consisted of transmitting short and long electric pulses, otherwise known as dits and das. It was advantageous at the time for its easy working principle and reliability, for even low-quality wires worked. Morse code was phased out in the Army, but still used in the Navy because of its security. Morse code cannot be read unless it is targeted accurately on you, and radio amateurs today are still using Morse code worldwide. Tesla presented the fundamentals of radio in 1893, but it didn't become commercial until the 1920s. It was the first technology that humans realized could send messages over the air instead of wires. Television came next and was an even bigger hit. The concept was first sketched out in 1878, but took much longer to become a reality. After World War II, television sales skyrocketed and they quickly became to be in most American homes. In 1964, a survey was done on the ways most people got their news. 58% said television, 56% newspapers, 26% radio, and 8% magazines. By 1972, 64% said television, while the number of respondents who primarily relied on newspapers dropped to 50%. Thus, as the Vietnam War dragged on, more and more Americans turned to television as their primary source for news. Finally, we come to Web 2.0. Web 2.0 uses the computer and it rides on the back of the Gutenberg press, but now millions and even billions of people can share information. Web 2.0 makes digital facilitation way easier. Instead of humans reading information on the computer, such as in Web 1.0, now it's the computers themselves. With Web 2.0 came the rising popularity of social media. Facebook, Twitter, Blogger, all ways to connect with people worldwide. But is it all good? "53% of Twitter users repost information based on what another Twitter user said, likely giving a telephone effect. Big-time bloggers that posted on the events in Iran misunderstood the situation, and this could happen frequently. People getting a wrong idea out there is dangerous to everyone. There is no secrecy to build up a revolution. Too many people believe that leaders and dictators fear technology, when studies show that world leaders are actually very active internet users. They have access to everything we have access to, and even more. Having a revolution and organizing activists on the internet is a risky business. It's public domain, and people just don't seem to understand that. But every cloud has a silver lining. With literally billions of people using Facebook, Twitter, etc., information posted somewhere that is being oppressed, like Syria or Egypt, can easily be accessed by people in the USA or Canada, all within the same hour. Information is spread at an exponential rate, and with knowledge comes power and change. Despite periodic cuts in the internet and mobile network, Young Syrian activists have been working their computers and mobile phones for weeks, updating Facebook pages, sending out messages over Twitter, uploading videos onto YouTube, and speaking to human rights campaigners, journalists, and others outside the country. They try to tell the world what is happening, as most foreign reporters have been banned. A Facebook page operated from Washington, D.C. shows news stories from Twitter, blogs, or other Facebook pages that show the Western world what is truly going on over at the Arab Spring. Speaking of the Arab Spring, Wikipedia defines it as this: "It's amazing what the masses can do when they're united under one form of media." Social media can be a great facilitator for modern-day revolutions, as long as you know where to look and how to get organized. It's like a megaphone. Megaphones don't cause revolutions, but they sure do make your voice a whole damn lot louder.